In this video, we will learn about CSS. We can create more dynamic and more creative web pages using CSS. We know a lot of tags are there in HTML which we can use to create web pages, but CSS helps you create more and more beautiful web pages. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet, and a style sheet language is used for describing the presentation of a document which is already written in markup language like HTML. We have many advantages with CSS, like it is time saving. You can use a CSS code once, you can write once, and you can use it as many times as you want. Then if you have used CSS in a web page, the web page loads faster. The loading time gets reduced. It is supported by almost all the browsers of these days, and it is a de facto standards these days. Normally each and every web page is using CSS these days, and the web page developed using CSS can be displayed in different kind of devices like laptop, desktop, tablets, mobiles, PDAs, in different kinds of devices. Before we proceed, let's try to understand how a CSS works. How actually CSS works on rules. Generally, a rule is like this structure. This is h1 tag, then the opening brace. This is a property, then a colon and the value for this property. Again, a property text align, colon and the value. So we can understand that h1 tag will have these values, like these characteristics, like color will be orange and alignment will be center. So a CSS rule works in this way. Means a CSS rule is like a selector which can be any tag, the property colon value semicolon, again second property colon value semicolon, and this way we can proceed. There are three types of CSS: internal, external and inline. Let's see the different types of CSS, their web pages. This web page is the example of internal CSS. This is inline CSS and this is external CSS. Let's try to understand it one by one. First, we try to understand the internal CSS. In internal CSS, we have to use the style tag. If you see at line number 4, the style tag is used to define the CSS rules. Then in line number 5 and the line number 6, we have defined the CSS rules for body and h1 tag. For body tag, the property is font family, value is Verdana. Second property is color, the value is red, and the third property is background color and the value is lime. For heading level 1, font family is Arial, font family is a property, and background color is a property which is having value lime. Let's see the output for internal css.html. This is internal css.html. You can see the effects are clearly visible. Body tag font family Verdana. So this is the font family Verdana. Color is red. You can see background color is lime. And heading level 1 h1. If you see h1 is used on line number 12. This is internal CSS. This is h1. The effect is Arial. This is the Arial font, and the background color is lime. So this is the example of internal CSS. Let's try to see inline CSS. This is the effect of inline CSS, and the coding is in inline CSS. We have to apply the style tag directly with the tag. If you see at line number 6, h1 tag, then style attribute equals to, and then the property and the values, as we have learned in the CSS rules. So in inline CSS, we have to apply the CSS effect directly on the tags. So this is the effect of h1 tag, and style has been used, font family Arial, background color lime. And let's see the external CSS. This is the output of external CSS, and coding is in external CSS. In the head tag, we have to use a link tag inside the head and href attribute, and then we have to link this HTML file with a CSS file, a separate CSS file. Relationship equals to style sheet. Then normally as we code an HTML file, so for using external CSS we have to create two files. One will be our HTML file and one will be our CSS file. This is a separate CSS file. This is a separate file, mystyle.css. Look at this. In this file we have defined the rules for body and h1 as we had done in internal CSS. In internal CSS we use style tag inside the head tag. In external CSS we have to create a separate file with a CSS extension, and then we have to link to that file using link tag href attribute. Href attribute will be containing the value of CSS file, and then rel attribute which will be having style sheet as its value, and it should be in the head tag. So if you can see mystyle.css, body and h1 the same values as we defined in internal CSS, but the difference is that for external CSS we have to create two files. One will be HTML file and one will be CSS file, and that CSS file will have to be linked to the HTML file. So once again I tell you about CSS. There are three types of CSS: internal CSS, inline CSS and external CSS. For internal CSS we have to use the style tag inside the head tag and apply the rules. Then style tag should be closed. In inline HTML we have to use the style tag as an attribute for the tag, HTML tag. Directly apply the style attribute as an attribute to the tag. Then give the rules. For external CSS we have to create an HTML file and we have to link to an external CSS file. The CSS file will be linked in this under the head tag inside the link tag. Link href equals to mystyle.css and rel equals to style sheet, and this is the CSS external CSS files. The important thing is that we have to create two files. One will be HTML file or one will be CSS files. So that's all about CSS in this video. We will learn more properties and their values in another video in CSS. Thank you.